Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Today, our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boog. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, on the hill here today, Grayson Rodriguez. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. That one lifted to left. One away. Here's a Mets lineup now. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Pete Alonso, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
One strike.
And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it. 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. That's towards center. O'Neill racing over to make the catch. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Baltimore, and on the hill, the big righty, Tylor Megill. What do we have on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Bottom of the first, here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone, bottom half of the first.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Megill, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Check swing, and he went
0-2.
0-2 now.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Popped up. Alvarez gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Siggy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
And the righty deals. And a foul ball.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We played an inning. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Rodriguez back to work. And that is out of play. And he swings through that one. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mullins makes the grab, one away. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
On the ground, Henderson. And Winker is set down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. That one ripped. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Tylor Megill.
Tylor Megill.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. No score here in the second. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Off to a strong start, Siggy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 6 in the series so far. That one missed.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Strike on the inside corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
2 out, space is empty. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. That clips a corner. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
There's a swing and a drive. Cowser ranging back. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now it's going to be Jose Siri. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swings through that one. Siri, a strong arm center fielder, 29 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And there's a foul ball.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So the lineup flips over, and now here is Francisco Lindor. He's one of the best players in the game. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. This ball's chopped on the ground, and a foul ball.
One, two.
This one in the dirt. One, two now. In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Jackson Holiday.
Right through there for a strike. up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Here's Adley Rutschman. Now move to first. Holiday back on a dive. There's a strike. Holiday gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Jorge Mateo now. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Runner on the goal. Strike in there. Save at second, and that was not close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. And the Orioles leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alonso.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll touch them all. His 52nd home run of the season. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Mullins going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse.
2 down, bases empty. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. 0 for 1 so far. And the first offering is not close. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard hit left side. On to O'Hearn, and that'll do it. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
The third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
There's a strike at the knees. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro.
And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And that one hammered way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A solo shot. And we are starting over. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Ryan O'Hearn will hit next. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one ripped but foul. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rodriguez back to work. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Just missed.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Mateo. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Luis Angel
And
Acuna.
stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Struck out swinging his first time.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
1 out, base is empty. Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and they get the out.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Up the middle. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On the ground to short. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And next is the designated hitter, Jackson Holliday. A single his first time. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And that's ball 1. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Two outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Orioles held in check there. Still tied 1-1. Stepping in, Jose Siri. His righty-lefty splits there.
Siri.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be. Trying to protect and battle, and right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One out, runner at second. Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 1 strike.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Man at second. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Nimmo in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ripped into center, base hit. Lindor zipping around third. He will score and they take the lead. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Jesse Winker. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. 1 runs in. The relay saves.
He's in there.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Grayson Rodriguez is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Gregory Soto.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Late with the swing there.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
2 on, 2 outs. Late swing, fouled off. That misses.
1 and 2.
And the count is 1 and 2. On the ground to the left.
Ball.
Down the line, and it's foul. And that one way outside. And that's ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Nimmo on third. Winker at second with 2 gone. And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Right through there for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And there's 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Mullins up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lifted in the air, right field. Soto gets under it, brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Jordan.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Westburg, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Caught him looking for the K. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Cionel Perez. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 58. Cionel Perez.
Luis Angel Acuna digs in now.
Luis Angel Acuna. On the outside corner, it's 0-1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Movement in the bullpen, Andrew Kittredge up and throwing. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2
no
strikes.
base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And now 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a slider misses down and away.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
1-2.
Now 1-2. The other way. And
ball.
foul ball. Got him. Out number 2.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Siri in
Outside,
now.
ball.
Takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fly ball to right. Cowser puts it away, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And a foul ball.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Inside, and the count is 1-1. The Orioles down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just gonna have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Ryan O'Hearn now at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one close, ruled a ball, and that is ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Lindor makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Orioles.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
78.
Yennier Cano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And he swings over the top there. Cano. A former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
now batting The first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. That's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
One down, base is empty. And that one is inside ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a chopper out to short. And that takes care of Alonso.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Base knock, center field. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. There's the strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. That'll fire up the dugout. His 29th of the season. It's 5-1.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Out to short. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
The
Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Designated hitter, Jackson.
Now it's the DH, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
The Mets leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
And now it's even up.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
hit in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is
The
an
catcher,
excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's in there. That's strike 1. And it's fouled away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, second baseman.
And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that's downstairs and outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. So 1 hit is all they get through 8 full. It's the Mets 5 and the Orioles 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Keegan Aiken.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep. Mark
Vientos up now for the Mets.
Mark Vientos.
Swings and misses. Strike 1. Aiken
No balls,
in
1
his
strike.
6th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And it's strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Charlie Morton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Suarez also getting ready. Cut on and missed, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Acuna in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That one drilled left field, and that's just foul. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The batter, the center fielder, Jose Siri.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Squirts away a little bit. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Mets 5 and the Orioles 1. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off.
Last chance for the home team. Here's the Orioles leadoff. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Got him looking. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Henderson stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Hit hard on the ground is short. On the run, throw to first, and that'll do it.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles, look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence that that can produce. Tell you what, they're riding high right now. It's a nice win in this game.
5-1 is how it ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.